All right, everybody. I think we are live. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is just talk about what you want to talk about, gun chat. Hope y'all are doing well. Yep, that's what we're going to do tonight. You put your questions in. Don't forget your TriStar Trading shirts. I don't have a link below that works anymore, but I'm working on it. But go get them anyway. And especially Paul Harrell's fundraiser if it's not done already. But yeah. So anyway, make sure you put something in the chat. I don't know you're here until you are in the chat and writing. So you ask me whatever questions you want to. I give you my answers. It's worth exactly what you pay for it, unless, of course, you give me a super chat, which, of course, it's worth less than what you pay for it then. Excuse me. So, yeah, definitely a good night. So I hope everybody is doing well. I got off a little late, and then I had to do some shopping. So we are a little later tonight. We're about 40 minutes later than we normally are. So for that, I apologize. So make sure you say hi in the chat because we're going to shout that out. And coming up on the channel, we're going to do our 6.5 versus 308 discussion video pretty soon. And then we're going to do a then I've got the CMMG Banshee 10 millimeter to review. I'm still working on reviewing all of it. I've shot it several times now. Some things I like, some things I don't like. Very reliable. We've got the JTS 12 gauge shotgun to review, and I hope I got some things to do with it still. The 10 rounders don't like those really heavy rounds, so I'm gonna have to find something else. So anyway, let's shout out everybody in the chat. So make sure that you get in the chat where we can shout it out. Keith Reese, hello everyone from Dublin, Georgia. Yep, Joshua Grantland, how you doing? Hunter Kirk is from North Idaho. He also saw primers on sale for $69. What's up, Keith Gregory? Chris Heisteman, how's it going? Luminous Dave, hello Chuck, hello chat, how's it going? Good. Joshua Grantland, Alaska is sucking in the primers department. Yeah, you can pretty much only find small rifle, small pistol, large pistol sometimes. Ghost the Man Tactical is right here. Go subscribe to him if you haven't done so already. And if you haven't done so already, you need to make better decisions with your life. So that's that. So go subscribe over to Ghost Tactical. Great channel. All right. And we're saying hi to everybody. Bearclaw 700. Hi from Wyoming. It's good to see you. All right. How are Remington Arms 870 shotguns compared to Freedom Group 870 shotguns? If you're talking about the new Remington 870s that are being produced after Freedom Arms, I don't know. They're probably better. You couldn't get much worse. Go find you an old 870 at a gun show. They're everywhere. You'll pay $350, $400 just like a new one. Go find you an old, good, pre-1990 870. I got one over here somewhere. Mine I bought in 1994, I believe. So anyway, but that's a great question. So anybody want to put in your questions for the chat? I got some North Fork bullets I'm loading up. I finished my 308 150 grain full metal jackets. I got about 340 of them, 350 of them. I've got more bullets to load up. I don't have any more 308 brass to load them in. So I'm going to try to find some more cheap once fire brass. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So 44.4 grains of H335. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty easy to shoot, and hopefully they'll be fairly accurate. I'm not looking. I was just looking to get me a whole bunch of bulk 308 loaded up before the Russians parachuted over or something. The Russian zombies, whatever they are now. But yeah, I was just trying to get that loaded up. And we got that all done. And next, we're working on some 300 Win Mag hand loads for North Fork bullets. So that's what's coming next. I'm going to do some load development. And I want to thank Alaska One Andy for sending me some brass. It's highly appreciated, brother. Some 300 Win Mag brass is always appreciated. All right. Um, so other things we got going on. I've just got a scope from Arkin to uh, play with. I got a short that you could see on Patreon. It's not released to the public yet. But yeah, I got the one little 1-8 on top of my 6.5 Creedmoor 18-inch barrel. So is what it is. How are Rossi? I stay away from everything Rossi and Taurus. All right, I just stay away from them. A Patreon member sent me a Rossi gun that he won off a gun broker, and it's broken. Yeah, he paid over $2,000 for it. What's up, Mister Capital Locks Button, Marcus Hibden? Good to see you, brother. All right, Alaska One, Andy. We were just talking about you. Thanks again for the brass. I appreciate it. I'll have to meet you next time I'm up in Fairbanks. So, all I do in Fairbanks is pass through it, though. I don't hardly ever stay. I might eat somewhere, or I might usually I eat at Fred Meyer's because they have stuff I can eat. Like they have stuff I can go buy and eat. Whereas restaurants don't always have that when you have all the food allergies that I have or food preferences. I don't like spending that much time on the toilet, so that's that. Is the high shoulder shot dependent on speed to be effective? Would a muzzle loader with a maxi ball be similar to 300 feet per second or whatever? Oh, that's a good question. I would say bullet construction is more important than speed. So as long as that bullet penetrates deeply, then you'll be okay. Um, very oftentimes a bullet that is going slower will penetrate more because it doesn't open up as fast. Not always, it depends on the bullet style. But if you have two bullets and one of them's going two bullets that are exactly the same, and one of them's going 100 feet per second slower, you can generally get more penetration out of that. Not always. Depends on, if it's a solid bullet like penetrators or extreme defenders, yeah, that would be different. But in your case, I'm not a muzzleloader guy, but I would see no reason why if your bullet that you're using, I don't even know what the maxi ball is. That's how little I know about muzzle loading. But if the bullet you're reloading stays together well, go for it. So, but that is a great question. So don't forget to type your questions in the chat because we don't have much to talk about if y'all aren't asking questions or talking about stories or something like that. So anyway, I'm probably gonna go hunt the Hall Road again this year. So Alaska One, Andy, are you hunting the Hall Road? So yeah, out to the rural Alaska would probably be difficult. Do you have a Carlisle account? And you can't take it on an airplane unless it's like a private plane or something. You can't take it on a public airplane flight. So, yeah, would definitely be difficult. Yeah, I should look into muzzle loading. I should look into archery. Just don't want to spend the money. I don't really want to spend the money. So, don't plan on hunting the Hall Road. Do you hunt Unit 20 for caribou? Alaska One, Andy? Because I might do that instead of the Hall Road. Just depends. Okay, just loaded a batch of 308 130 grain Barnes. Nice choice with BLC2. Also a nice choice if your barrel's long. And a few with H335. Going to test it in the morning. Varget did not do very good for me out of my Model 70. Yeah. TAC. TAC. TAC powder. Man, you get a really good velocities with TAC powder. That's what I was getting. I never grouped them, but that's what I was getting 3150 out of my 18-inch barrel. I wasn't even at the max in the Barnes manual. I was about 0.4 or 0.5 below the max. So, miss the taste of caribou. It's been so long. You don't have any caribou out where you live, Dave? Yeah, I'm getting there myself, my friend. I am getting there myself. Plowhammer, good to see you. What are your thoughts on the Burger EOL Elite Hunter Bullet? For me, if it's not a bonded bullet, it stays like coyotes and below, or maybe even a wolf and below. But if it's a bonded bullet, it is what it is. I am not very familiar with that bullet, so I'm going to look it up real quick while we're here. Burger EOL Elite Hunter. Extreme Outer Limits Hunter Line Burger Bullets. Okay. So let's go here. Share screen. Okay, let's look at this. All right, everybody can see this here. And very good. So let's look at this together. EOL 800 bullets are purpose-built, good bullet. Bob Beck from Extreme Outer Limits TV founded MOA rifles to build rifles that can reliably take game ethically at extended ranges out of the box. These rifles shoot sub-MOA groups, hence the name. So there's a lot of other rifles when shooting precision loaded ammo, what we produce here at Burger. Okay. Heaviest in class. So I've never heard of Extreme Outer Limits TV anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Designed to penetrate 2 or 3 inches and then begin to expand and create a massive wound cavity up to 15 inches. Yeah, I wouldn't use it anything bigger than coyotes. Because I don't care what they say. I don't want something that's only gonna possibly, break apart instead of something that's gonna expand and penetrate all the way through. So I would never use those for hunting. Sorry, Burger, but that's kind of dumb. Sorry. But at the ranges they're talking about using them, I get it. So is what it is. All right, everybody everybody go over to Montana Musing's channel and tell him the 6.8 Western is dead. So a maxi ball will go clean through any deer, probably every elk too. 370 grains, non-expanding lead. Yeah, there you go. High shoulder shot should work just fine. What's up, Joel McKinney? How you doing? All right. Okay, I have a Rossi 3030 that works well. The loading gate is sharp and stretches and it scratches the brass. They mostly stay near the neck area than here at Nookshkakak area. Okay, well, you go out there. Trigger is floppy, yeah. 30-30 or 44 Magnum for bear defense. In a lever action, you're gonna find ammo off the shelf that works better in 44 Magnum. It's very hard to find the 190 grain hard cast 30-30. And here's the thing. Okay, so the 255 grain Keith gas check will work in any 44 Magnum you have, and it's going to gain velocity in that barrel length than what it's advertised for, and the 30-30 is going to lose velocity at 190 grains, and then the 21 or 22 or 2300 feet per second it normally gets. It'll be lucky to get 2000 feet per second. So you're talking about there's not going to be a lot of difference between the two. 44 Magnum is going to have the better penetration. So yeah, it's been sporadic, but it does come in. Tack powder has come in, and while I didn't group that, I did group these North Fork bullets with it, and I got an inch group with tack powder. So that's that. Are you going to listen to SCOTUS tomorrow at 9 a.m. on NPR? I am not. No, because 9 a.m. means it's 4 a.m. here, 5 a.m. here. So, how much content did you have to create before your channel starting getting likes and subscribers? Oh man, probably a good summer's worth. A good summer's worth. What's up, Gunmetal Guy USA? So it is what it is. Now I'm just gonna watch what the YouTubers say after it's all over. So yeah, are you starting a channel, SB1911? It took about 2 to 3 years before I started getting a regular monthly payment from YouTube for the advertisement. I wasn't even gonna get them, and then they actually monetized my channel against my will. You hear all these channels getting demonetized. They monetized my channel against my will. So, because I didn't want to be, I went halfway through the process, and then I said nah, and then all of a sudden I started seeing ads and links on my videos, and so I was like, yeah, do that. The biggest thing I can tell you, if you're just starting out, is you need to be unique and different. Not necessarily in your personality, but in your content, because everybody does gun reviews, everybody does ammunition reviews. Um, Everybody, you need to be unique and different. Okay, what's unique about my channel? I chronograph everything I can get a hold of. It goes over the chronograph. That gun and ammo combination goes over the chronograph. So is what it is. What's a good reasonable price and a brand for 1911? Define reasonable price. Wh- they're all good. If you want $400 or $500, then you got to go Turkish made, and they're actually pretty decent. And I would get the T sauce or the Gerson. If you want to go, um, American made, you got to get a Ruger to be decently priced. And honestly, it's probably not as reliable as the Turkish made. So, I mean, can be, but it's not necessarily so. Yeah, you're looking at a Ruger to a Gerson in that price range. Favorite bore cleaning solution? I've always just used Hoppies. It works. I've actually got the gun. I forgot what it is over here. Bore cleaner. It works really well too. It's the foaming kind. Foams down your barrel. So, all right. What's up, Dan O'Neill? How you doing? 629 is great. I love it. I'm no issues with it. I'm gonna keep having it. So I like Ballistol. It's good too. CLP is good. I've tried them all. They're all good. In the field, I like those Otis wipes in the field because they're also very flammable, and so you could start a fire with them. You don't have to carry fire starter and gun wipes. You can just carry gun wipes. So, what's the AK-47? Well, it was the automatic Kalashnikov rifle designed in 1947. That's what it is. It's the genuine communist block rifle that's sold all over the world. It's probably all over the world. It's probably the most numerous rifle. So, yeah. Standard manufacturing. What's up, Big Johnson 907? All right. Standard manufacturing seems to be raising the bar for $1,000 1911. So is Live Free Armory. Live Free Armory has a great 1911, 2011 type thing, 9 millimeter double stack 2011, and it's great for the money. It's so smooth. Who makes the best AK-47 other than Russia? Um, well, if you don't want to, I think Meridian Defense, the Romanian parts kits are good, as long as they've got forged trunnions and stuff like that, and not cast. The PSA GF5s are really good. Um, I know everybody hates on PSA, but their high end stuff is high end. So, dude, just large rifle primers, just uh, large rifle primers, Federal Gold Medal Match large rifle primers. Yeah, Palmetto State Armory. It makes a good one. All right. What are your thoughts on the best rifle sling for bolt actions for hunting? Man, I just go and grab one, but the best one is probably that Savvy Sniper sling. Um, if you've got quick detach mounts. So if you have quick detach mounts like my Bergara, then that's probably the best one. If not, then man, just a padded super sling or a padded type of sling you get at Cabela's, they all work. All right. Yep, Romanian. Yes. All right. What caliber have you always wanted but never bought? Well, this is a good one. I like them all. I like how every little caliber feels a niche. Honestly, I guess it's going to be 50 BMG because it's so expensive to buy the get into the rifles, and then there's that idea of ammo cost too. So honestly, I want a 50 BMG, but I've never gotten into it. That would be the honest answer. Um, you know, everybody donate on Patreon so I can get a 50 BMG. Um, and you guys, I only make about 40 bucks a month on Patreon, so and that's okay. Like it pays for the gas to get out to shoot. I do take some of the money that comes in from Patreon and support other creators. Um, but it kind of is what it is. Yeah. And so yeah, but as far as like hunting calibers, things I would like to try, but have never bought one, hunting calibers, it would be let's see. Honestly, I think I would want to try the 257 Weatherby. Um I would want to try like I might, excuse me. I might try this later. It's a 3378. That might be in my build as well. So it's being the fastest 30 caliber. That's what I want. So, what weight do you like for 44 LBT flat, wide flat nose? 44 Magnum. I like 255 for the hard cast stuff. 240, 300, 270. They're all good. I'm not sure what LBT means. You'll have to enlighten me, sir. I know you. I don't know everything, so you're smarter than I am on that one. Which dies are your favorite to reload with? I've only used RCBS and just ordered some Hornady to try. I have a Hornady press. Until I got this Hornady press, I used RCBS. Myself, I find the Hornadies consistently seek the bullet at the same depth better, even when using different brass. So, um, if I use RCBS to try to seat something, and I've got different brass at different, I've got different kinds of brass. The RCBS will be all over the place. It could be, two, three, four, five, 6 thousandths, over to a hundredth off. Whereas, man, the the Hornadies actually do a really really good job. Now for the seating die, I like Redding. Redding's probably the best. What's in your opinion is 6.5 millimeter a good cartridge? Yes, actually, 6.5 millimeter, 6.5 millimeter is a diameter, not a cartridge. So 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC, 6.5 by 55 Swede, 6.5 by 284 Norma, 6.5 Carcano. There's a few other ones out there, 265 by 300 Weatherby. Okay, so you can't say 6.5 millimeter. I'm assuming you mean the Creedmoor. Yes, it's a great cartridge for what it was designed for. Okay, it was not designed to be a long range hunting cartridge. It's designed to be a long range target cartridge, and that's what it was designed for. And it's great for that. Absolutely fantastic for that. But and not have a lot of recoil. So you're sending a 143, 147 grain, about 2,700 feet per second, but that has a ballistic coefficient up over 6. And to match that in 308, you would have to be a ballistic. You'd have to be a 175, 180 grain bullet in 308, and it won't even get that high of ballistic coefficient. And it only gets 2,600 feet per second, maybe 2,650 instead of in that heavy of bullet. So kind of is what it is there. What's your thought on the CVA Scout 44 and 243? Hey, yeah, CVA makes pretty decent stuff. So I would go get it. The old Ma Deuce will make you smile. Yep. Hello from North Pole. What's up? Yeah. Now the yeah, I forgot to say 6.5 Grindle, one of the most popular ones. Yeah, so 6.5 diameter. I killed a moose with the 6.5 by 284 this year. So I mean, it's a 127 grain Barnes LRX going about 29.80. That's not bad. I dropped a huge animal, so 6.5 can do it. Do I prefer 30 caliber? Yeah, yeah, I do for hunting. Do I prefer 30 caliber for target shooting? No, no, I don't, because my Bergara HMR is a half MOA shooter every day of the week. Which one do you have ammo for on the shelf? And the answer is that is 6.5 Creedmoor. Between those two, you get 6.5 Creedmoor here in America. Now you might not get it in Europe, but unless you have a regular, reliable place to get 6.5 sweet ammo, that includes hand loading, of course. Then yeah, you don't get 6.5 Swede here. Now, the cool thing about the 6.5 by 55 Swede is its case capacity is bigger than the Creedmoor, but they don't load it that hot because of all the old rifles. But if you buy a brand new Tika, you can get it loaded really, 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 really hot. So, um, just is what it is. Yeah, but I love my 6.5s. I think they're great. They're fun to shoot. They're accurate. They take down game, but 308 is just better in a battle rifle. So I have not tested the Terminal Scent 300 win for my Regard yet. I bought a box the other night to test. I plan on going to the range and testing that. So okay, 255, 300, 320 with cast check. Yeah, cast performance is one of the casters. LBT is the style is more of a streamlined wad cutter, semi wad cutter, and a wide nose, flat nose. Yeah, the 200 grain terminal ascent. I wish they had made it in 175, 180, but 200 grain will work. Um, I've not shot a rifle. Well, terminal ascent did not group. I have not shot. It might have been right at an inch, but I have not shot a rifle yet where terminal ascent did not group. Now I've only shot it in 6.5 PRC and 7mm rim mag, and I got the 308, and I've got the 300 Win Mag to do it, and I've got the 270 to test. And I was really impressed with it in my 7mm Remington Magnum. So, yeah, they only load this 175 and 308 and 30-06. It'd be nice if they loaded the 175 and 300 Win Mag too. But remember, this is a bonded bullet, semi-bonded bullet that's designed to expand out to 700 yards. So if they load the lightweight too fast, it might fragment. That bond might not be enough. I've heard people have that issue with the Accubon long range. So if the Accubon long range can have that issue, blow up. Yeah, it's the HK MP7 round, but it's also CMMG makes a one for it. Yeah, B14. It's a good shooter. 70 to $90 right there. That's where we are. Yep. That's where we are. Time to buy it in 308 and 30-06 and pull the bullets. Maybe so. I'm going to see. All I care about is the accuracy. So the Federal Terminal Ascent gets the accuracy, I'll be happy. So that's all I really care about with it is the accuracy. What's up, Jacob White? How you doing? Excuse me there. Any firearms you're waiting to get your hands on? I'm borrowing a couple of chooks. I'm not telling you what they are yet, but I'm borrowing a couple of chooks, and can't wait to go shoot it Saturday. So kind of is what it is. Um, yeah, I've seen this. They're coming out with some tip fusion this year. Might be good, pretty good, and cheaper than the Terminal Ascent. Yep. What's up, David Thompson? How you doing? Yeah. I'm considering like a pocket carry 380, or 9 mil. I know 380 is not that good, but just considering it as an option for the wife because she doesn't carry a lot because she's not doesn't have a comfortable way to carry with her clothing. So just have to see, and with kids. So considering that, I am kind of also for the wife waiting to build a 308 AR-10 for her because just is what it is. Um, yeah, I'm not looking forward to the Gen 2 Ruger. What scope rail do you have in your 300 Bergara? I don't have a 300 Bergara. I have a 6.5 Bergara. My 300 Win Mag is a Weatherby. You must be asking the other guy. Sorry. I wanted to get the Bergara because I knew it would be more accurate than the Weatherby, but my wife said it was too heavy. So it is what it is. Thanks, brother. All right. I have on my Bergara though. I have a Louisville backcountry because the one it came with was a 20 MOA, and I just don't know how to factor that into the scope drop and everything like that. Um, and I'm not even sure you have to. But I put a 20 MOA once on a Browning, and everything was way above where it was supposed to be. Um, so um, yeah, it was pretty interesting. So I like those Leupold backcountries. Have that on my Browning, on my Weatherby, on my Bergara. Not my Browning. I don't have a Browning. I have it on my Remington 8700. I've got it on my Bergara. I've got it on my Weatherby. I think we got them on a Tika. Um, just great. The only gun I don't have it on is my 6.5 by 284. Everything there is worn because it's all steel. It's all steel based, all steel rings. So all those are worn there. So that's that. I do love the Vortex rings. Their Pro Ring Series rings are good. It's about the only thing from Vortex I love, but I do love their Pro Series rings. Very, very nice. Yeah, recommended bear loads. So what are you doing? Like, are you talking about bear protection? Like you're getting charged, or are you talking about like bear hunting over a bait stand? So um, uh, I don't know. So just um, yes, I have experience with Bushnell scopes, and they're awful. I know they've improved and their lines have gotten better and stuff. They're just not bright as clear as a Vortex, and Vortex isn't bright as clear as the same price Leupold. So bear hunting in 4570, yeah. Anything I will say that the buffalo board jacketed soft points may not stay together if you hit bone. So that's the 450 grain or 405 grain, 430 grain. I just say go hard cast all the way. That way you're covered both ways. If the thing runs off wounded, you've got the thing you need. So do Ruger Redhawks in 44 mag hold up good? Yes. Again, I used one to save some money on a 7.5-inch barrel. Not sure how old this is. Looks like it hasn't been used much. Okay. So I will say this. Ruger Redhawks hold up good. They're very durable. So do Smith and Wessons. But Smith and Wessons, older Smith and Wessons in particular, can't handle those heavy plus P plus loads. Um, so I have a GP 100. I bought it used. Somebody had shot a lot of the heavy loads through it, like a lot of heavy buffalo bore or a lot of heavy hand loads, and they shot out the barrel, the forcing cone, the cylinder. All of those were like stretched, and I was getting the cylinder gap was awful. I was getting like 1,200 feet per second when I was supposed to getting 1,500 feet per second, or I was getting 1,400 feet per second when I was supposed to be getting 1,600 feet per second, depending on the load. It was just consistently 175 to 200 feet per second less. And that was the Ruger GP 100. So you do have to be careful if it has, it can be cleaned really well and not look like it's been shot a lot. But you do need to see if you can ask the previous owner if it's been shot a lot. So kind of is what it is there. That being said, I really do think most of the time they're going to be pretty good. Now, I did send that gun off to Ruger, and they took it great. So, is what it is. So, I think you have a look at them. The only thing missing to my scope, but I haven't sat down and done research. Tracked optics going on. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, they are devastating. Just make sure if you do hit front shoulder bone, those 4 or 5 grain soft jacketed soft points aren't that good. They could break apart. Any good scope around 300. Get up to 400 and buy you a Leupold VX Freedom, and you can find some VX Freedoms in that 300 to 350 mark. I don't like the reticles in them, but I pay more for a better reticle. But yeah, you're fine there. I have a Simmons Whitetail Classic 6x18 by 50 millimeter on 2250. Let's go for $125. Good as some of my Nikon Bushmaster that Buckmasters that costed 500. Yep. Yeah. The Super Red Hawk in 2.5-inch, the Alaskan. You do have to be careful that the rifling isn't enough to stabilize the bullet. It'll be fine on paper, but when it goes through a medium, it'll start tumbling, and it won't tumble straight. It'll tumble out and up and that kind of thing. So you could get shallow penetration from that little 2.5-inch barrel. So, my favorite short and long action cartridges of all time. Long action not being a Magnum. That would be probably 280 Ackley improved for the long action cartridge. And for the short action cartridge, the most versatile is 7mm 08. I mean, well, 308 can be too. That's a debate. 6.5 Creedmoor, I love shooting it because it's just no recoil and you get all that, you get decent amount of power. 243, of course, is decent. Kind of is what it is. So, yeah. The longer the barrel, more kick. That is absolutely not true. You get a longer barrel, it will kick less because of the weight of the bullet. Or excuse me, because of the weight of the gun. The weight of the gun increases that much. I do too. I love my 5-inch Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum. So. Thought I said no kick. I need to get my eyes checked. Yeah, you said mo kick. Yeah, you said mo kick. Yeah, it's all right, brother. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here a little early tonight because we started late, and I want to spend some time with my kids and stuff. But and I'm hungry because I haven't ate dinner yet, and it's 7:39. All right, and I'm a fat boy who's hungry. So, guys, God bless. Take care. See you at the range. I'll probably have a video coming out later this week, and gotta go talk to my wife about the new Dune movie and when we're gonna go see it because the freaking Dune movie, the first one was awesome. It's as good as the book. So, guys, everybody, take care. One to agree on barrel length. Yep. The more barrel, the better. Yep. Thanks, Rich. Thanks, SB1911. Email me, AlaskanBallistics.com. We'll talk. All right, excuse me, AlaskanBallistics@gmail.com. AlaskanBallistics@gmail.com. Email me, we'll talk. All right. Take care. Everybody have a good one. I appreciate y'all stopping by.